Hey y'all, to me Genevieve, Latent Space Constellation LSD. Thanks for tuning in. You could have been anywhere else. You decided to be here with me. So today I wanted to talk about women empowerment and how it functions in different elements. And the reason why this topic came up is because there's just been a lot of talks around Keke Palmer, and if she's pro woman or not, or if she's male centered and things like that. And while she has feminine placements in her chart, that Sagittarius moon is going to stick out because Sagittarius is one of those placements that can be a little tricky. And it shares that with also other fire signs, Aries, Leo, where these women are pioneers and for women because they have built themselves and made a name for themselves in male dominant spaces. They have lead the way in some way and have showed how fearless they can be in areas that can be threatening to the feminine. But that doesn't always mean that they are for the women, because sometimes when they're not too conscious of it, they can be women who are that can have mindsets where that could never be me. Men treat me differently than they will treat you, other women. I'm friends with men. I grew up with brothers. I grew up within male dominant, so a male dominated area, so I can handle my own. And they might also bully women in certain ways where they're stand up for yourself. That I could never. Why are you letting the masculine treat you this way? That could never be me. So it's going to be a little a weird placement. And with Keke's moon being in Sagittarius, it's just one of those tricky things. And also Sagittarius is a placement that is in a lot of women who are who are athletic, who are into sports, or who are in areas where they can share the minds and be in competitive debate, spaces where they can debate with men. So they may find that sometimes women can have the consciousness around women can have this mindset of being weak that they don't necessarily subscribe to. And Keke shares that with Oprah. Oprah has been told the same thing about being male-centered or defending predators, defending men. And also right now, one of the main people in the news, Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj has also, Sagittarius sun, has also been in spaces where she has also been considered a bully to other women because they feel like they can handle a male sport. They can hold their own in the male sphere. And you'll find with fire and air women, these women can be in spaces where whatever men can do, I can do. You'll find with water and earth women, they'll be in spaces where they are more about, letting you know that your vulnerability is not something you should be afraid of. And that many times being the counterpart to the man can also give you power. So you'll find that with water and earth women, they know their power and their femininity, and they know their power standing next to a man. Whereas a fire and air woman can So I was speaking before, where it's my last video, where water women and earth women can find that, I know my power while being a counterpart to the man, whereas fire women can override and air women can override the man. So that basis there. So it's just one of those things where out of all the elements and out of all the signs, Sagittarius is going to be the most trickiest and also the most honest when it comes to women empowerment, what real women empowerment means. Other elements, the other elements that fire elements, and also the other elements in general, they can have more of this idea where they might struggle with, wanting to be pro women, but also wanting to be liked by men. Sagittarius will have just more of this honesty. And if you ever meet Sagittarius women, some of them may not really, in Sagittarius placements in women, they may not really be as huge with the sisterhood, as huge with all women are for women, all women, I'm for all women. Sagittarius will openly tell you that some of these women aren't good women, that some of these women are just as threatening to women as men are. And it could come off a little tricky because they're going to they're a mutable sign. So they're going to look at more of your habits. They're going to look at more of your lifestyles. They're going to see if you really live what you're talking about. And if a man seems to come off more honest than you, seems to live more in their truth, they might pick the masculine over you many times. And it may come off crazy, especially in the time that we're in right now, to certain women. But Sag women will always have this thing where not everyone is my big sister, and I'm not trying to be a big sister to everyone as well. The other fire women, especially Leo women, might project this, but behind closed doors be extremely lover girls. Aries also might have this thing going on where they need to figure out, where they might have this pro-womanhood, but then again, Libra's their polarity. So they might also have this thing where behind closed doors, they completely can melt for their man. Sagittarius will not fake that kind of funk. And that's why a lot of Sagittarius women can find that they are single for long periods of time, out of all the elements, out of all the signs, because they're not going to lie to themselves the way that certain women will. Now, all women have spaces where they can be completely bullies to other women. So like fire women, again, they could feel like, they can bully women and find that women are weak because they are ready to defend themselves within masculine. Look at my last video. So fire women can bully women because they can find their bases where they might find that women have a weakness or connect to the sense of victimhood that they cannot connect to. Air women can befriend men and have just as much as female friends as male friends. So they might find that they understand men on an intellectual level, which makes them now have some sort of hierarchy over women. So air women can sometimes feel like it's hard to talk to certain women because they have a fluid type of mindset. They might even be androgynous tomboys themselves, so they may not necessarily feel like all women deserve that kind of caping for. Earth women, which I believe is really women's empowerment. Earth women are all of them. So if you really want to find women who have that sense of women empowerment, Earth women, especially Capricorn women. Capricorn women will bully for women, stand up to men at the same time. I feel like Capricorn women take the cake. They're usually at the top of the chart for when it comes to being a woman's advocate. But Earth women can bully you because they can feel like, because they're possession and can be money focused, resource focused. So they can bully women for letting men cheaping them, letting men take them to cheap dates, letting men take them, not buying them things. Like, why are you with a man? Why are you sleeping with a man? And he can't even give you nothing. He can't even put a roof over your head. So Earth women can really bully you for that as well. And then water women, which is another placement that can be in deep women empowerment, but they can also be and really open with it too. They can also be behind closed doors, in front of closed doors, be apologists for men, strong apologists for men. They could stay with men knowing that they are hurting women. Water women can be known for that, especially unevolved water women can do that. They can be real enablers to men. But it's also a placement that can be in women empowerment. And where I see water women bully women is in spaces of like nurturing, especially when water women are mothers. When women become mothers, they will tell other women, oh, I'm a mother. I have so much more going on than you. My life is more worthy than yours. Water women can be known to do that. So that's just the elements, letting you know how it goes, how it flows. Let me know in the comments if you agree, if you have any type of, testimonies to this as well, any sentiments. I love y'all as always.